but forgot to end the stream and had it on a full screen cam.
Oh no!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Totally Bombed, the podcast where I invite on performers to talk about all the times they totally bombed. Our guest today is a friend of mine, VTuber Captain Antpez. Hey, Captain.
Ahoy there. How's everybody doing?
I love that you were able to get it so your character worked. If you guys aren't watching the YouTube video, he's in full VTube skin right now, which is awesome.
I figured we'd show the variety instead of showing my face, because I'm one of those very few VTubers that doesn't have a problem showing their actual face.
Yeah, every once in a while you'll have a face cam stream, and I think I've seen your face maybe twice, 3 times maybe, but that's about
And there's no difference ever. It's the same thing. Just more, 8K realism. Yeah.
Okay. I actually, before I ask how you got into VTubing, I do have to ask, why a pirate?
So the story with the pirate is, I've told this story many a times on my own streams. So I'm a big Pirates of the Caribbean fan. My sophomore year of high school, for Halloween, I'm like, I want to dress up like a pirate because Pirates of the Caribbean 3 was going to be coming out soon. Halloween came, and then after Halloween was done, I'm like, hey, you know what would be a great idea? What if I dressed like a pirate until the release date of Pirates of the Caribbean 3? Yeah, the movie didn't come out to May, so I was dressed up like a pirate for almost the entire school year.
That's amazing, though. Like, you knew who you wanted to be. Yeah. Okay, so how did you get into live streaming and VTubing?
Well, just like a majority of people that got into streaming and content creation, for me, it was obviously because of the pandemic. 2020, everyone's kind of locked indoors or having to figure stuff out. So, for me, I didn't necessarily watch streaming, like Twitch streamers and anything like that, but I watched Markiplier a lot on YouTube and things of that nature. So I'm like, one of my coworkers at the time, he was telling me about Twitch and live streaming, and I kind of knew it a little bit, but not fully knew it. So yeah, I just figured, well, heck, let's give it a shot. I'll do my pirate persona because that's what I know I'm good at, and that's more me, and I'll give it a try. And yeah, I started during the pandemic and dressed up like a pirate before VTubing, and that's how I started.
It's really it's cool because I'm interested to hear how one bombs, when it's virtual, right? It's a little different than a lot of the live, or you're both live, the in-person performers.
Yeah.
So before we get into that, let's get into our fast flop. So this is the part of the podcast where we read out your guys' stories at home of times you flopped. If you have a flop story, feel free to join our Reddit or DM me on any of the socials, and it might be reacted to on the podcast by a future performer. Are you ready, Captain?
Oh, let's see this.
Okay, so it was actually difficult to find live stream bombs because for those on Reddit, live stream fails is a really big Reddit community where it's all the big top streamers and the times they got canceled or whatever it is. So I dug deep. I did find some. Obviously, they're little snippets, so it'll probably be a quick react, but we'll go through them. This first one is by, if they put their Twitch, I will shout them out. This is Dava Dark Sims on Twitch, and they said, they've bombed so many times, streaming a black screen for an hour, forgetting to turn my mic on.
Yep.
Echo on stream because they forgot to turn off their speaker.
Yep.
They batted their mic off their desk a few times.
I haven't done that, thankfully.
Just wham!
Yeah, you must be really in the zone to just bat your mic.
He said it's because I wave my arms too much when I'm speaking. So,
There it is.
they're one of these, waving around.
Talking with the hands. I think my math teacher in high school said it was like the Irish talkers, because I think they might have been Irish and they talk with their hands a lot.
Yeah,
like that.
It's just because we're drunk, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
One hand holds the rum and the other hand waves about.
Exactly. It's to help enunciate the point.
Exactly. They've forgotten their overlay.
Okay.
They forgot chat. They forgot music. And they said, it's a miracle I get viewers at all, really. It's a mess.
Yeah, I think a good chunk of those I've at least done once.
At least, as long as like you learn and you don't keep and maybe you just make it a gimmick. Like you're like, oh, I start every stream muted until chat tells me to unmute my mic.
Yep. Well, it's funny that they bring up the black screen thing, because I actually just streamed a game on Thursday called Hack the Streamer, and the premise of the game was to it's like an FMV movie, but it's like the streamer got hacked, and there was a point where they left their computer, but they left it as a black screen, no BRB screen, camera turned off and everything. And I'm like, how do they have this many views? What? How?
People are just really into it, I guess. Like I said, maybe he made it a gimmick. He's like, this is black screen time. Unplug. Okay. Number 2 is by Colby Champlin. And they said, I was buying a game on stream and leaked my debit card info.
No. Oh, no.
Homies in my chat promised not to use it or clip it, and so far they didn't.
That's good. I mean, as long as they didn't have like the VOD saved anywhere. And I mean, the nice thing is even if they did clip it, I mean, you can delete it, but it's just a matter of if other people downloaded it. But oh man,
I would just change my debit card info anyway. Just better safe than sorry.
Yeah, that's an immediate call the bank and be like, hey, I need to cancel this card like now.
There was a few where it was like I accidentally doxed myself online. I'm like, oh, that sucks. That's so sad. Luckily, you probably had like 5 viewers, so hopefully, too bad.
I'll be honest. I've always kind of doxed myself. Like I've always said, like, oh, I live in the Pacific Northwest, yada yada yada. But the thing is my name is so common. It's like, yeah, sure, whatever.
I'm the same way. My personal name is connected to all my projects, so it's like, what am I going to do? Have a fake name for this project? It's going to be so and like I'm going to be wanting to cross promote. Luckily, I'm not the most famous Jessica Hart either. She's an Australian supermodel, so.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm definitely way on the other spectrum. So like, it's fine. Okay, this last one gets a little risque.
Okay.
This is by Twitch streamer Baki Hanma 20. Now, a lot of these are from like 2-3 years ago, so whether they're still streaming, I don't know. But this was a close one. Years ago, I set up a raid, but forgot to end the stream and had it on a full screen cam.
Oh no!
Back then, if you didn't join and you were on mobile, you would stay in the original stream. You know where this is going.
I do.
Then I began to look at some ladies. Luckily, one of my viewers said something before Old Johnson came out.
Oh, man.
Now I quadruple check.
And this is why it's good to have an end screen.
It just always makes me think of that time Snoop Dogg came in from his stream, like having streamed like 12 hours. And he's like, well, am I still live? Like that is, yeah. Always check, streamers. You never know. And you don't want to accidentally get banned because you let a little something slip.
Or just create an end screen, and just that way, if you leave it on by accident, at least it says like stream is ending or something, and you don't have to worry about it until
Yeah, put the end screen up, and your dick can be out anywhere.
exactly. Just make sure your mic's not connected to your end screen, because that can get picked up.
Okay, thank you all so much for writing all your flops on Reddit. That makes it so much easier to find. But if you have a flop story and want it read on here, please make sure to send it to me or write it on any of our socials, and it might be reacted in a future episode. So now we've gotten to that point, Captain, where I'm going to ask the question. Is there a time where you've totally bombed?
There's two stories that I mainly have for this, essentially, and they were my earlier days. But I mean, obviously you got the things with the, like the earlier saying leaving the screen on or leaving the stream going after the end screen. To me, that's not really much of a flop. That's just, mistakes like that happened, essentially.
Yeah.
So I guess the two stories that I have, the first one is when I first started streaming. Obviously, I didn't know anybody. I had very limited knowledge of how everything works. So I didn't know of upload speeds and download speeds and all of that. So my very first stream was probably the most scuffest first stream there was. It was constantly like dropping frames consistently. There was one point where the stream just completely shut down because I was using my Wi-Fi for one, and my laptop at the time wasn't that powerful to be running streams.
Yeah, you were streaming on a laptop.
Yes, when I first started, I was streaming on a laptop. I had a laptop because I didn't have my tower yet. I didn't get my tower until like 4 years into my streaming. I streamed off a laptop for the longest time. But I had like a capture card because I mostly streamed console games and stuff like that. So, since I didn't have the power of a computer to stream PC games, I just been like, well, I got a capture card, and I'll just let's do it that way. But yeah, still, I didn't know about frame rates, upload speeds, download speeds, basically all the essential stuff that you should probably know before you start streaming. So yeah. Just constant drop frames.
That could have been your best stream ever, but we'll know, like, the actual watching it was probably so terrible.
I mean, there was a couple of viewers that did pop in. I don't speak to them anymore, unfortunately, because like most streamers, they did eventually drop out. But I did make a couple of good friends at the very beginning. One of them is actually my mod now, Pander. He's been with me since the beginning.
Pander!
And you know Pander, yeah.
I know Pander.
Yeah, Pander came in like probably, I think, 3 or 4 months into my streaming career, essentially. So he's been there since the beginning.
Yeah, he's loyal.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the first flop that I have. The second flop was doing like my first charity stream on my own, or donation stream, or it was a charity stream. I thought that was something that I could do, and at that time I thought I might have had like, some kind of support system at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I made no money whatsoever. Like the money that I made on that charity stream was me donating to myself, because I'm like, I'm hungry. I need to donate money to myself so I can eat.
That's so, like, were you getting viewers at all and just they weren't donating, or was it just like a dead stream?
At that time, I mean, there was a couple of the usual viewers at that time, but yeah, my numbers are always low, honestly. Like at the most, early on, it was like always like 3 or below, that kind of deal. Now it's a little bit higher, but still not like, up there at the partner levels and stuff. But
one day.
That's what we could hope for, at least.
I did watch your one charity stream. Where you were writing your names on faces and stuff like that. I was there for that one. So
that honestly was due to my community, because after that first charity stream that I did, like, that was so demotivating for me. It's like I don't want to do another charity stream, because to me, I was really embarrassed by that. I was like, wow, this is really embarrassing. I mean, I was offered a chance to do this charity stream, and I got nothing for them. So when I had the chance for at that time, I think it was the VTuber SummerSlam, I got invited to that, and I'm like, I don't know. Last time I did that, I didn't make much of anything. But thanks to my community that I've made, they're like, no, you should do it. Just give it a shot. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try again, I guess. And yeah, no, that was a much bigger turnout, much more support. I did make a couple of other friends too, but since it was a bigger charity event, there was a couple of streamers that I met through that. So it was pretty nice. It was good.
It was fun, yeah. Like chat was active and stuff, and we're all like paying money to get you to do things.
Mm-hmm. Like waxing my legs, which there's still some patches on parts of my legs, which that's kind of concerning.
You pulled it out at the root. It doesn't always grow back the same.
Yeah, apparently so. I learned that the hard way. I mean, like you can't really tell unless you're like actually showering and you're kind of like looking at your legs and going, oh, like there's like a little patch right there that's missing. Oh, it's a good thing I wear pants.
Someone just points at bald spot.
No, my partner points out my gray hairs. She loves doing that.
Oh yeah, we're getting to that age. I keep dyeing my hair, so if there's grays, I don't know about them. Yep. It's secrets. I've been asking this to performers. I feel like the question's almost a little different because again, you're live
mm-hmm.
performing, but it's not in person. But the question is kind of what advice would you give to someone maybe going through like a bombed moment? Well, actually, no. What advice would you give to someone who just hosted their own charity stream that maybe didn't work out so well?
Honestly, the biggest thing with that is like if you're wanting to plan to do a charity stream, honestly, just kind of know your audience before you decide to like make any announcements of that sort. Because for me, at that time, it was one of those things like, oh yeah, I can do that. But if I would have looked at my numbers at that time, probably would have noticed it probably wouldn't have been the best idea. But it's just kind of like know yourself, essentially. Know yourself and know your community, and just kind of be more prepared. Like not every stream's going to turn out like 100% the best stream. With charity streams in particular, make sure to have stuff fully prepared. Just have some goals that you think are realistic goals. And even if you have to like, okay, well, things aren't really going that well, maybe lower some of your goals at that moment. Like, okay, hey guys, I'm going to lower the goals a little bit to make it a little bit more reachable. Because at that point, like once people start donating and seeing like goals are a little bit more reachable, mm-hmm. that's when people will probably start donating more, especially if you got like incentives and stuff like that too. So, maybe have some like suggestions too. Like even if you're like in the middle, like, hey guys, what if I was to offer a new incentive right now, what would it be? That sort of thing.
Yeah, always involve your chat.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one like difference between like live streaming versus like, even being on a stage is mm-hmm. like you are actively kind of on your viewers' level, like talking with them, communicating in real time.
That is definitely a thing about live streaming is like you're not only being a performer, you are in a sense being a mentor or like a role model to some of the people. Mm-hmm. Some people do kind of like come to you for, I know I've had a couple people come to me for like advice and stuff like that, but yeah, it's more than just being a performer. It's, getting an opportunity to build a community within yourself.
That was awesome. I just want to say, I'm going to give you time to be able to talk about yourself, but I will have all the descriptions for Captain Antpez. He has an awesome Discord community. I'm there too. And I just want to say, like, this whole community talk, he does have that. So definitely join the Discord if that seems something like you're into. You watch one of his lives and you're like, yeah, definitely join that. But actually, I want to give you this time. Talk about yourself and all your projects coming up.
Oh man, I have way too many projects coming. I got way too many projects. Well, okay, so like we say, I always say the same thing. I kind of give a spiel every time, like I get ready and stuff. But I mean, I'm Captain Antpez. I'm a pirate VTuber and a voice actor. I stream on Twitch every Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays for the most part. Thursday evenings from like 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to like 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then like Fridays and Saturdays, I usually try to start at 11 a.m. PST. And it ranges on the time. So I at least try to stream for at least a minimum of 3 hours for the most part.
And you post in the Discord if anything changes.
I've been slacking on that lately, but I'm getting better at it. It's just lately I've been slacking, but usually if it's like a cancellation, I usually try to be like, hey, no stream today, that sort of deal. But project wise, like I said, I'm a voice actor. Pretty soon we are doing a Zero Escape real-time fan dub that Jess is actually part of as well. We're currently coordinating an actual start date for that, but once that gets started, that will be happening every other Sunday from 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. Still working on a date. We're hoping we'll be able to start that in June, but we'll also have like the VODs posted on YouTube as well. So
yeah, I'll have all that. Like I said earlier, I'll have all that linked below because, yeah, watch the Zero Escape. It's so much fun. We did the last one, and that was my first time. That's how I met Captain in that casting call he did. So look at us now.
It's funny because we were both in a project before that, and we had no interactions with each other in that previous project.
It's small world voice acting. Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Captain, for coming on the podcast.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I'm trying to have a wide variety of performers on, and you're my first VTuber. So
yay! Now let's get the bigger ones that are like 10 times as big as me on here.
Hey, if they want to be on season 2, they're welcome to, which actually will lead to my outro. If you are a performer and you're looking to be on season 2 of Totally Bombed, feel free to go to totallybombed.ca and you can fill out the contact form and I will contact you with details and you can be like, Captain here.
That's me.
Sorry, just the smile of your character.
I'm very good at that. Like, that's the thing with VTubing. It's all about puppetry. And, like, I always enjoy this. My smiles. It's like, yeah, I got a nice smile for my VTuber model.
Beautiful, beautiful. Please make sure you like, subscribe, follow us, rate wherever you're listening from, comment, whatever, and of course give us your flop stories, all that beautiful stuff. We will see you next Wednesday. Thank you again. Bye.
Bye, everybody.